Hello, clamp volunteers. Well, now we're getting ready to go sample, so you're still at home. These are the things that you need to do at home before you get on the boat. As you know, in your manual it says, date your bottles with the fine point permanent markers, check the list inside your cooler to be sure you have everything you need, and you need to calibrate your pH pen. So that's what we're going to do right now. So you need to calibrate your pH pen at home, preferably by a counter. You want to have a sink nearby, so you could do it in your kitchen or your bathroom. And you will need your pH kit and your jug of deionized water, which is purified water. So the first thing you're going to do is find your pH pen and study the parts. There's a diagram in your manual. So to calibrate it, you know, when you get on a scale, you want to calibrate it, it's on 0 before you weigh yourself. Same thing with a pH pen. So this measures how acid and how base things are. So we have some buffer solutions that we're going to use to calibrate this. So you remove the lower cap, and inside there's the two probes. This one is for the temperature, and this one is the actual pH probe, and it has an inner cap. So this is the outer cap and the inner cap. And one of the things I'm very worried about is losing that inner cap because they're not replaceable. I already asked the company. It protects that probe. So I'm unscrewing that inner cap, and inside that inner cap is a little sponge that should be kept moist. Sometimes the sponge comes off and sticks to the probe, so make sure that sponge is inside. So when you're calibrating, as soon as you take that cap off, you can place it where you won't lose it in the inner cap storage container. So I'm going to open this up, place the cap in here, and it's going to stay at home with the pH kit while I'm sampling. So back to calibrating the meter. So you will need your jug of deionized water, and we have a little cup here. And we have a pH solution 7 and a pH solution 10. So it's labeled on the side and on the top. You always want to start with the pH 7 solution. So we're just going to pour enough of the solution into the beaker to submerge the probe. So that's about 25 milliliters. It doesn't have to be exact. So I'll pour that in there. Oops. That should be good. Put the cap back on so you don't knock it over and spill it. Then you'd have to make a special trip to Lakeside to get more. Of course, it's always nice to see you. Okay, so now we're going to power on the probe, which is the middle button here. And you'll see there's actually, I don't know if you can tell by this quality of the video, but there's an upper reading and a lower reading. The upper reading will be the pH, and the lower reading will be the temperature. So we'd have it powered on, we see the numbers, and we're going to submerge it into the fluid, and then we press the cal button, and you'll just kind of watch that screen, and you'll see it's reading the solution, and it says 7, and then for like 1 second it will say SA for save, and then it says end. And if you're not paying attention, it'll say save and end, and you won't even notice. It happens really quick. So it's that easy. So we've now calibrated it to 7. You do not want to dump this. You want to put it back in the container. This is the supply you have for the summer. So I'm going to pour pH 7 solution back in here. And I'm going to use a little DI water here to rinse my cup. And if you're an experienced clamp volunteer, you know we always rinse things 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to repeat the same procedure with the pH 10 buffer. So you always want to start with 7 and then go to 10. So once again, if you were here, I would ask you how much I should pour in here. So you should be thinking that in your head. How much is she going to pour in there? Well, just enough to submerge the probe, which is about 25 milliliters. Screw cap back on so you don't knock it over accidentally. Make sure this is powered on. Submerge. Press the cal button and watch the screen. And when it's ready, it will say SA for save, will flash for 1 second, followed by the end. And we are done. So now I'm going to power it off. I'm going to put the outer cap back on. And we're good to go. I'm going to put it inside the cooler with my other equipment. In the meantime, pour the pH 10 back into the bottle, not down the sink. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I'm going to store everything inside the kit here in a safe place while I'm gone. And now I'm ready to go on the boat in